Isn't a popular idea? Bird flu. Bird flu. Today in Long Island, New York, a duck farm that has been in operation since 1908 shut down. They had to shut down to start the process of euthanizing their entire flock of 100,000 ducks. Because at that farm in Long Island, New York, they've got a confirmed outbreak of bird flu. And bird flu has now killed more than 130 million birds in the United States, in all 50 states. In 28 states, they're now testing their dairy cows for it as well, because it has jumped from birds to cows, which means one of the risk factors they're now alerting people to for this thing is consumption of or contact with raw milk. It's a risk factor now for bird flu. Nearly 70 people in the United States have been infected with bird flu thus far. We've even had deaths of people's pet cats because the cats have drunk raw milk meant for human consumption. The raw milk was from cows infected with bird flu. It gave the cats bird flu, and then the cats died. Because of all that very bad and now very fast-moving news about this new epidemic, the CDC just sent urgent guidance to American hospitals, advising hospitals that when people appear at the hospital with flu this flu season, people shouldn't just be tested for normal flu. They need to be tested for bird flu as well, because that needs to be handled differently. And anybody who tests positive for bird flu needs to be separated from other patients. Hospital staff need to know about it in order to wear appropriate protective clothing to protect themselves. I say the CDC just sent that urgent advice to American hospitals, but when I say they just sent it, what I mean specifically is they sent that advice last week while President Biden was still president. Because now that President Trump is president, he has ordered that the CDC and all U.S. health agencies should no longer release any information to anyone on anything. Not just to the public, but to scientists and doctors and hospitals. And that includes the CDC's flagship health alert publication for doctors and scientists called MMWR, Morbidity and Mortality Weekly Report. This week, CDC was scheduled to publish several MMWR reports, including 3 about this burgeoning bird flu outbreak that is happening and rapidly progressing right now. Those alerts, those MMWRs, are not going out. They were as of last week, and what was going out as of last week was alarming. As of this week, with Trump in charge, no. He has ordered that all information be stopped, including scientific information to advise hospitals on how to deal with this emerging epidemic. Is that popular?
Guys, something big is coming in 2025. Prepare now, don't wait. Listen, I have a feeling that something big is about to happen in 2025, all right? I know you guys can see my face because the sun is blocking, but that's okay. I love the sun, all right? I love nature. We gotta get the sun, all right? Also, I got my breakfast here, my smoothie. Ignore how the cup looks, all right? That's the only cup I could find. Gotta do some dishes. But anyway, yeah, so I was looking at some articles last night and doing some deep thinking, okay? And also listening to my higher self, my intuition, my spirit. And what came into me was something really big is about to happen this year. I can feel it, okay? Now, I have a whole separate video about predictions for 2025, okay? But in this video, I want to talk about mainly 2 things I can see happening this year, especially one in particular, okay? Remember in the beginning of this year, literally January 1st, 2 big events happened. The one in New Orleans and the one in Nevada, okay, with the Cybertruck. Those 2 big explosive events that happened, okay? Now things seem pretty chill. You know, Trump got inaugurated, he's in office, doing all these things. He's signing all these executive orders. He's doing a lot of things. Doing a lot of good and some stuff that I don't agree with, okay? But hey, he's getting the work done fast. It's like what, 8 days in now? 7, 8 days. So he's putting in the work. But now things seem pretty chill. You know, you have the Super Bowl coming up pretty soon, next month. You got the Eagles versus the Chiefs. Chiefs versus Eagles, round 2. The first time this happened was back in 2023. Okay, so I'll definitely check it out and watch it. I'm really excited to see the halftime show with Kendrick Lamar. I hope Lil Wayne shows up because, listen, I love Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is the GOAT, okay? I love his album, that last album, GNX. That feud he did with Drake last year. But the Super Bowl is going to be in New Orleans, all right? And it doesn't make sense to have Lil Wayne perform as the headliner, to headline the halftime show, because he's from New Orleans, okay? I don't know, hopefully they have him come out, Lil Wayne perform, because that's kind of weird and messed up in a way. Like, how you going to have the Super Bowl at New Orleans but not have Lil Wayne when he's from there? Kendrick is not from there. He's from Cali, okay? But anyway, I'll still watch the show. I'm very excited for the Rumble this weekend, the Royal Rumble. This will be like one of the biggest Rumbles ever for WWE. So I'm excited to see who will win and how things will go with that. But yeah, things right now seem pretty chill, okay? Don't let that distract you, because something is always brewing. And I'm not trying to like scare you guys or put fear out there, but I want you guys just to hear the message. I'm just a messenger, okay? Don't hate the messenger. I'm just a messenger from the source, all right? But I truly feel deep inside my soul, deep in my gut, that something big is about to happen this year. Now, we will have major events to happen this year. They will, okay? A lot of major events happened last year in 24, okay? But I do believe that you will have more major events happening this year in 2025. But the main major event that I see happening this year is another pandemic. Another pandemic. Now you're like, what? Another one? Really? This year? Listen, do y'all see what's going on with this bird flu? And you got this virus from China. Okay, you have a China virus going on in China. I think it's called HP something or Meta something. And now you have this bird flu, which is spreading out of control. It's been happening since last year, okay? It's been happening since last year. And I've heard about it. I've done my research on it. And me personally, I'm not really concerned about it because I take care of my health. Lately, I've been so strict on my health, like crazy. Like, I took a break from sugar, so chocolate and brownies and cookies and whatnot. I took a break. Okay, right now I'm like 26, 27 days in without any sugar, no sweets. So I'm only eating fruit and vegetables. I'm eating lean meats and whatnot, and drinking tons of water. I bought some vitamins I'm taking now. Okay, I'm taking some like multivitamins. I got some B vitamins for your heart, for your blood. I got vitamin D, I got iron. So I got all the vitamins I'm taking, okay? I'm getting out into the sun. I'm out into nature. I'm getting my rest. I'm stretching when I can. I'm taking Epsom salt baths with lemon. Take a bath with lemon. If you put lemon water or the whole lemon in your bath, man, not only will you have like, you won't have any like joint discomfort or like pain in like your muscles and whatnot, but you will have smooth skin. I don't know what it is, but when I take these baths with lemon and Epsom salt and pink salt, man, my skin is so smooth. So smooth, all right? But I highly recommend taking those baths. They help a lot. So yeah, this bird flu thing is going around, and not a lot of people are talking about it. Some news stations are talking about it, okay? But did y'all realize? I didn't know this until I looked it up. Trump, he told the CDC and other health agencies to not discuss what's going on, to pause like communications, even with scientists. So we may not know what's really going on right now because he stopped it. He signed an executive order to pull out of the WHO, the World Health Organization. Okay. I feel like we might go through a repeat of a mixture of different years, 2017, 2020, and then 2023, all mixed together in one year. Then we'll have 2025 as well. But guys, I truly feel like another pandemic could happen, and it could happen this year. What came to me was, if it does happen this year, and if things do kick off, I say in March, just like it did back in 2020, okay? And if it does happen in March again, it's a script. It's already a script that they have planned out, okay? And what came to me was, like, this virus could pick up between March 10th and March 15th. The dates that came to me was March 10th, March 12th, March 15th, and March 20th. I'm not making this stuff up. It just came to me through the spiritual downloads, okay? So you can write this stuff down. I predict that there could be another virus, pandemic, epidemic, maybe bird flu, maybe the China virus, maybe something else. It could start in March 10th, March 12th, 15th, 20th, okay? But start now. Take care of your health now, okay? Get out into the sun and nature, drink orange juice, and eat lots of, high vibrational foods, alkaline foods, okay? Exercise when you can. You want to, expose yourself to people as well. You don't want to be a hermit in the house all day, every day, because you're actually hurting your immune system. You have to be out and exposed to the environment. That's how your immune system gets stronger. And actually, when you do the opposite, you get sicker. That's why during the pandemic in 2020, they said everybody stay home. Everybody stay home. And they knew what they were doing too, because you couldn't. If you went outside, you feel much better. But if you were in your house all day, every day with the AC and whatnot, you're actually destroying your immune system. You're actually making it weaker, okay? So get out into the sun and get out into the environment. Be around people. I'm not saying to be around everyone, but I'm saying just be out, okay? And take vitamins too. And drink water. Drink salt water, pink salt water, which is good for you as well. But yeah, and now you see these eggs. You have eggs. The prices of eggs is going up. Okay, because the bird flu. I don't know how y'all gonna eat breakfast. Eggs is going up, and milk is, I guess milk is going up too, because the cows are being affected by the bird flu as well. See, I don't use eggs and milk for breakfast. Okay, I have a sensitivity to dairy, so I can't have dairy anyway. But a lot of y'all be drinking milk and using eggs for breakfast. How y'all gonna have breakfast? Pancakes and whatnot, and scrambled eggs. How y'all gonna make cookies and pies and whatnot? A lot of stuff that I eat is vegan, because like I said, I can't have dairy products. It messes with my, my stomach and whatnot. So I can't have that. I have vegan products, vegan sweets and whatnot. I'm 99% vegan. I do eat meat, but a lot of the things that I do eat is gluten-free, no dairy, no soy, so I pretty much eat clean. I'm 99% vegan. But I do eat meat though, I do. Trust me, I love meat. Steak and chicken and lamb and goat meat and tuna steak. I haven't had tuna steak in a long time. Now that I think about it, I haven't had tuna steak in a long time. Wow. It's been months. I'm gonna get back to that when it gets hot outside. Yeah, tuna steak. But yeah, so now these prices of eggs is going up in certain food stores, okay? But they're not telling you this because they don't want you to know. All right? And Trump, he's just don't Don't worry about it. Same with the 2020, Cocoa Puffs virus. Don't worry about it. It'll blow over. It's just a flu. And it is just a flu. But as you see, it's affecting dairy factories. It's affecting the farms. It's affecting the birds. You saw what that... I mean, look, you saw the news articles. I mean, all those birds affected by bird flu. I heard it's affecting people's cats. Cats are getting it. Okay? Back in December, I read an article that all these big cats at this wildlife sanctuary all just died. Tigers and jaguars and lynxes and bobcats, they just died because they had the bird flu, because the food they were feeding them. Now there's a bee around me. If the bee comes back, I'm gonna have to move. But anyway, see, the birds are out. You guys can't see them, but you can hear them. The birds are out right now. Now, these birds ain't gonna bother me, okay? I know they say stay away from birds, stay away from sick birds. How do you know if a bird is sick? I mean, I've never really seen like a bird cough. Do birds cough? Do they sneeze? They say stay away from wild birds. Stay away from wild sick birds. I mean, you guys can hear all the birds are out. I don't know what kind of birds these are, but you have some cardinals, you got woodpeckers, you got chickadees, you got crows. I got pigeons over here. Not pigeons, but I got doves in my yard. My yard is filled with birds. Seriously, I got the bird gang in my backyard. I got the falcons, the hawks, the vultures. Sometimes owls will appear at night. I haven't seen turkeys in a long time. I'm in Florida, okay, so all the stuff be out. But yeah, I have a whole bird gang in my backyard. And I love sitting out here and watching them chirp and fly and fight each other and whatnot. So, I like to bird watch. I love nature, so. But anyway. But yeah, so this is affecting farms. This is affecting cows, apparently. It's affecting milk. And they say don't drink raw milk. And really, raw milk is good for you, but they don't want you to know that. So don't drink milk. All right, they said stay away from it. Stay away from wild birds, wild sick birds. How would you know that bird is sick? And there are states where the bird flu is rising. Okay, but I'm telling you guys, if this becomes a pandemic, don't freak out. Don't be all like how it was back in 2020. I don't think people would freak out like they did back in 2020, because now there are more people who are aware of things. Back then, I mean, it was the first time like the world shut down. What's happening? Is the world ending? So no one really knew what was happening. But now people pretty much know what's happening, and we have all these vaccines and whatnot and shots. But yeah, just stock up on stuff now. Stock up on stuff that you need in case they do shut down. You know. I don't think Florida will shut down. I really don't, because it's a conservative state. I really don't think it would shut down. Florida didn't shut down fully back in 2020. Thank God. That's the plus of living in a red state, okay? But you never know. You never know. And like I said, I'm not worried about this bird flu. In my opinion, I already did my research. It's just a flu. All right. The symptoms are pretty basic. You know, throat, sore throat, and eyes and whatnot. It can affect your lungs. So there are some other things that come with it, but I'm not concerned about it. Remember before it was the monkey pox. Now you don't even hear about it. Never it was spreading. Now that was concerning, but now you don't hear about it. So hopefully that stays away. Okay. I don't even hear about Cocoa Puffs. COVID. I don't even hear about it no more. I don't hear people say, "Oh, I had Cocoa Puffs." I don't hear about it no more. Like, it's just gone. It vanished. Now I hear people saying how they had pneumonia. I've heard like at least 6 people say they had pneumonia between last year and now. Between like between October and now, people say they had pneumonia, and that's pretty bad. Okay, yeah, so that's going around. This China virus, this HP something virus is going around. The bird flu is going around. Stock up on things now, fruits, food and whatnot, and vitamins, supplies. Stock up now. I'm not trying to put fear out there, but like I said, I'm trying to prepare you guys and warn you guys if this could happen, if another pandemic happens, and it happens this year, which I predict it could happen this year. I think maybe in March. We'll see. Hopefully I'm wrong, but we'll see what happens, okay? But something big is definitely coming this year. So I think it either could be a pandemic or some type of big, I don't know, event, a big major event, okay? Now, I want you guys to, trying to see, think about this, okay? So in the beginning, I said how 2 big events happened this year, okay? With New Orleans and Nevada. That was to show you about what's to come. Like, this year is gonna be filled with big major events. All right. So let's talk about the immigrants. So Trump signed the thing in order, and Tom Homan, they're working together to get rid of these immigrants, these illegal immigrants, okay? The criminals and the ones who didn't do anything bad but just trying to make a living. So I've seen the videos. I heard how some of these folks are attacking the officers, the ICE officers. What? That they don't want to go back. And I just found out recently that a plane filled with, what was it, inmates, I think, or criminals from, they were flying them to Colombia, right? And then Colombia said, no, you can't land here. And so Trump said, all right, tariffs. Okay? So Trump is doing all these things that I agree with and some things that I don't agree with. Like, I'm thinking deeply on things now. Like, okay, yeah, you get rid of these illegal immigrants, but who's going to work these jobs? Who's going to work, these certain jobs? I'm not saying, like, all immigrants work these specific jobs, like cutting grass, building houses. I'm not saying that's only for them, but I'm saying how, like, the majority of people working those jobs were immigrants, okay? Yes, illegal immigrants. Who's going to work that factory in, what is it, Ohio? Now that those Haitians are gone, who's going to work there? So in a way, I get it, but at the same time, it's like it's kind of affecting things, I'm keeping it real, like, majority of black folks and white folks, we ain't going to be, out here cutting grass and building houses. There are black folks and white folks who do those jobs, because I've seen some and I know some that do those jobs. But the majority of folks that be cutting grass, or that be janitors, or that be building houses, are a lot of, like, Hispanic, Latinos. That's a lot of people that I see be doing those jobs. But now that a lot of them got deported, who's going to be taking those jobs? Okay? And I'm not saying that those are the only jobs meant for those people. I'm not saying that, because you can have any job that you want. But you get what I'm trying to say. So yeah, he's doing this deportation, and I predicted it's backfiring. Like, it's working, but in a way it's also backfiring. Certain countries are like, nah, we don't want them back here. No, Trump, we don't want them. You can't land that plane here. All right, well, tariff. And now prices are going to go up. I know Trump said prices are going to go down, but I don't know. I think things could play out to be the opposite, Some don't seem right to me. Like, I truly feel like something big is coming. Something big is about to happen. I do predict that more people will try to come after him verbally and maybe physically like they did before. So I do believe that could happen more often this year, and you probably see on the news people, saying things about him, attacking him, trying to get at him physically, okay? Because he survived his first 2 attempts. But like I said, there's still people out here who really, really hate him, okay? There are people out here who really, really hate this guy, and they can't stand him. So you never know what people are thinking or what they plan on doing, okay? Like I said, I don't like him, but I do agree with the things that he's doing. Like, okay, crypto's going up, money is great. This is a great time to invest and make more money. And he's a strong president compared to Biden, who was weak. And he's a better option, in my opinion, than Biden, maybe even Kamala right now. He's a better option, but he's not perfect. I don't like him like that. Like I said, I don't fully support him. I don't fully support Trump, but he is a better option than what we had before. And we need him though. He's a wake up call. He's a wake up call, and he's a reality check that we need right now. And because a lot of people were asleep, man. A lot of people were asleep. They thought everything was fine and dandy when really it wasn't. It really wasn't. Take my vitamins. Yeah, this is a strawberry banana mango smoothie. Okay. Yeah, take your vitamins, drink smoothies, eat more fruit, build up your immune system. Do it now, don't wait. Yeah, Trump, he's doing all this stuff now. But I want you guys to check out this video. Check out this video real quick, and I'm gonna explain everything real quick in the video.
Neighborhoods are now turning into ghost towns. And tonight we are taking you to a neighborhood that has gone silent.
Look, I said from day one, no one's off the table.
The Trump administration setting out to execute what it has promised.
We arrested 1,300 people. Over 1,000 of them were criminals.
Immigration and customs enforcement operations reportedly underway in jurisdictions all across the nation. Federal agents have been spotted in many sanctuary cities carrying out these operations.
I hope the sanctuary cities come around.
The usually bustling and vibrant streets of this Hispanic neighborhood in Chicago sit relatively empty because of the concerns over ICE.
Welcome to Mesquite Restaurant, sir.
This little taqueria, like most in the Pilsen neighborhood, is owned and operated by immigrants. The Cruz family, who in 1994 made the long journey from Mexico City to Chicago to grow their little taco stand into a thriving restaurant.
We got tacos, we got breakfast, chilaquiles.
This American dream is one thousands of migrants are striving for when they cross the southern border. But the drastic shutdown of illegal immigration is a campaign promise the majority of American voters are expecting Donald Trump to make good on.
Honest to you, when he come back again, I was like, man, I feel scared.
President Trump, border czar Tom Homan, and the highest-ranking members of Immigration and Customs Enforcement say they're only targeting violent criminals during these initial deportations. News Nation has seen what these operations look like. I rode along and conducted early morning raids with ICE agents when they arrested men from Iraq and Belize, convicted criminals who spent prison time for robbery and gun charges.
I'm not a criminal. I'm a good guy. I pay my taxes. I do everything right. You know what's going to happen to me? They're going to grab me too. You know? They're not going to check right now.
We've seen examples of resistance throughout Hispanic neighborhoods, including these signs instructing immigrant men and women to push back and block federal agents from entering their homes. But the reality is, new polling shows 65% of Americans strongly support deporting immigrants convicted of violent crimes. That includes Horacio Aguilera, an Iraq War veteran and Mexican-American police officer. He voted for Trump and wants mass deportations of criminals to carry on as quickly as possible.
A lot of Hispanic Americans, there was also a rise that voted for Trump. I think 9 out of 10 people that are living here in America, Chicago, Illinois, are going to agree that if you're an illegal resident and you are arrested for committing a crime, prosecuted for committing a crime, and you are an illegal resident, you are subject to deportation.
The so-called mass deportations have not been carried out in Chicago like people once believed. But that hasn't stopped local and state leaders from
So in that news video, basically, you saw people talking about in that video, the guy that worked at the restaurant saying how he was afraid what Trump was going to do when he was in office because he's illegal and whatnot. And he said, well, I'm not a criminal. I'm not a bad person. So I was worried. I was concerned. And you see the streets in Chicago are empty. Not empty, but it's not as packed as it was before because they deported those people. A lot of those people are gone back. So, like I said, I understand the deportation of illegal immigrants because it's taking American jobs, like American citizen jobs. But also on the flip side, it's like, if you think deeply on everything, who's really going to work these jobs? Because a lot of Americans don't want to work a lot of these jobs. I'm keeping it real. A lot of Americans don't want to work these jobs. Americans are lazy, all right? We spoiled, lazy. We want to, comfort and whatnot. But these other folks, these immigrants, have no issue working these jobs. That's what I'm saying. Who's going to work these jobs? Who's going to make the more money? I know Trump said the economy will be better and skyrocket, but I don't know. I mean, so far it's doing pretty good with money, with crypto, but we'll see how things play out. I don't know. I support having immigrants here because we need immigrants to help build stuff and make the country great. But now you're kicking all the illegal. I get it, illegal, and you should come here legally as an immigrant. But I know there's sometimes you can't really do that because how things are and the country is so bad where you come from. We just want to leave now, and I get it. I know Haiti's bad right now. So I saw a video of this black guy saying he wasn't going back to Haiti, but they put him in the back of the police car and say, you going back to Haiti. All right. And he said, I ain't going back to Haiti. Wait, they took him back to Haiti. But yeah, Trump brings chaos. He brings a lot of things with him. I just don't know if the things that he's doing, if all the things that he's doing are particularly good. I really don't, because now that I'm deep thinking about things, I'm like, is this really gonna help us? And now he told the CDC and health agencies to be quiet about things. I don't know, but anyway, I don't want to make this video too long, so I want to give you guys my opinions on everything. All right, stay prepared, stay aware, take care of your health, and we shall see how things play out. All right, I predict something big is coming. I don't know if it's another pandemic. I don't know if it's another attack on him. Okay, you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't know if something happens. I don't know if a major war happens again. So you got Venezuela wants to invade Puerto Rico. So something big is about to happen. I'll say between now and May, something big will happen. Either a pandemic, an attack, or a war. I can feel it. Prepare now. Stock up on food, supplies, because you never know. All right? Equipment. Don't wait. Start now. What's that saying? Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. All right? But we'll see how if this bird flu becomes a pandemic. We'll see. If it shuts things down again, because I know prices are going down. And also, now that eggs are being recalled and the prices are high with eggs and now milk, a lot of restaurants use eggs and milk for baking, for cookies and pastries and cakes and pies and other things too. So how are they going to get that stuff? I think restaurants will be deeply affected on this because they need those products. The eggs and the milk, they need those products. And if these products aren't going to be available like that, you may see some businesses, some restaurants be like, listen, we're out of food right now because this bird flu is affecting these eggs and this milk. Or you may see some restaurants go out of business. So you might see that. We'll see. Anyway, guys, I'm in this video. Immortal Calmness. Please like, share, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Spread the message and spread the word. All right. I will see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.